Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. So in this video, I will show you how to create a component. Okay, to create component in dagger2, you need to define new interface and your methods, but you must annotate this interface with add component annotation. So let's add new package called component under di package in our project, like this. Okay. New package, called it component. Okay, nice. I will create a new interface called login component, for example, and I will add component annotation on the top of this interface, like the following. Okay, so let's add new interface called login component. Okay. Perfect. And this interface, I need to annotate with add component. Nice. Okay. Then I need to define method called get login manager, for example. And this method return an instance from login manager. Okay, cool. Now we defined a new interface called login component, which will be our login component. And we defined a method called get login manager that returns login manager instance. Now let's make constructor injection for our login manager class and add login method within it like the following. So let's go to our login manager. And now let's make constructor injection for our login manager class and add login method within it like the following. Okay, so first of all, let's add val keyword here. And then we need to make constructor injection like this at inject constructor. And then let's define our function login with username and password. Okay, like this. And this function will authenticate user and return a token which will be saved in local store like this. Dot authenticate with username and password. And then I need to call local store dot save user token and pass the token. Perfect. Let's create this two methods. Create member function. Okay. And also here we need to create this function. Nice. Let's go back here and add just log. Okay, so let's add the name of class login manager, and here just the method signature. Okay, and we will pass username and password. Okay, let's go here and do the same and change the class name API service and the method name. Okay. And then this will be like string because it will return token, for example. Nice. So let's return any hard-coded token, for example, for testing. Okay. And then let's go back to our local store here and just add the log. Sorry, we can just copy from here and go to save user token and add this log, change the class name to be local store, and the method name like this, and remove this and change username to be token. Sorry, let's change this to be like string. Perfect. Now, as you can see, we change the signature and we added new methods like save user token in local store and authenticate in API service. Okay, so actually if we go back here like login manager, we can see @inject keyword. Okay, so we make a constructor injection here. Okay, and we need also to pass the instance from local store and the API service. Okay, so we need also to make this, to make constructor injection for these two classes. Okay, so we can actually remove this and let's add inject constructor, and also we will do the same for API service. So let's remove all of this and add constructor injection. It's empty constructor. Okay. So now what does this keyword mean? @inject. Okay. And this is a good question actually, because this keyword means I need to create an instance from this class. Okay. So I need to create an instance from this class by passing objects to its constructor from another place. Okay, now we need to make constructor injection for login manager dependencies like what we did here. So we did constructor injection here and also the same for API service, which is cool. Okay, now let's go to our build and hit the make project. So now Dagger begins to create our dependencies in the background and your component now is ready to use. Okay, so let's click on make project. Okay. Okay, now let's go back to our main activity and we need to remove this previous code and make an instance from our new login component like the following. Okay, so now the build is successful because we didn't get any error here, which is cool. So let's remove all of this and we need to make an instantiation for our login component like this. So please look carefully. Dagger login component. and then call dot create method. Okay, so please make sure to follow me like this, and then you can just call login manager dot get login manager dot login and login, and pass the username Ramadan and password 123 like what we did in the previous example. But this is more robust and optimized. Okay, now I just need to call a login method on login manager. I didn't need to make or to handle all the previous hassle to create its dependencies first and then pass them to our login manager. Okay, now let's run our application and see the log cat, and I'm expecting that I will see the 3 logs that we added in login manager here, and also for authenticate, and also for local store here. Okay, so let's open our logcat. Wow, we did it. Here you can see this is the logcat or the logs. So my logic is correct. The log start with login with my credentials, Ramadan, and my password, and then it called authenticate first with my credentials, and then return the token, and we saved it in user token. Okay, so it's a very nice way. I hope you find it easy. So now in the next video, I will show you the generated code for this dagger component. Okay, if you can see, I didn't define a class called dagger login component. I just define a class called or interface called login component. So what is this? This will be our next topic in the next video. See you in the next video.